Good morning, Gen X friends. It's been a hot minute, but I am back. Our family has been dealing with a little bit of a cold. So, guess what happens when you have a cold and you're just hanging out? You scroll on TikTok or on YouTube. And I have to ask about my Gen X friends out there about this trend that I'm seeing because it's not so much about the trend, which I think is weird within itself, but the comments and the reactions to it, which involve Gen X. So on TikTok, apparently, two content creators that are very conservative, and let's just preface this by saying this is not a political video. This is not about right or left. It's just about being human and about Gen X. So two conservative creators started some sort of trend that's saying liberal women were planning to jump, like physically attack in the wild, conservative Southern women for the way they voted. So this sparked a whole bunch of reaction videos of other Southern women being like, you summoned us, we ride at dawn, and you can have the 4B movement, we're going to have the fuck around and find out movement because we're a different breed down here, guns and shit. And, okay. And the other content creator was highlighting a video that was a clip from a talk by Matt Gaetz, who is the current attorney general being appointed by the Trump administration, talking about abortion. And in that clip, Matt Gaetz was basically saying that the women who are fighting for abortion rights are the women that men don't even want to sleep with anyway. So he doesn't understand why they're complaining or concerned that the rights are going to be taken away because they're ugly, they look like a thumb, he said, or they're fat, or they're the kind of women that men don't want to impregnate anyway. So don't worry, Martha. Now, if these two TikTok trends aren't kind of stupid and gross enough, the comments to me were also a huge concern because in the comments, there were so many of them in support and then saying, oh, now you woke up Gen X. This is what you get. And Matt Gaetz is such a savage. He's just out there telling the truth, telling it like it is because he's a Gen Xer. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, please don't fucking talk about our whole generation like this, like you represent. And it looks like my ceiling fan, like I'm wearing a fucking propeller on my head, which is classic. Seriously though, like, please tell me, Gen X, this is not the way we are going. This is not the way we are going. That we are going to be represented by people who are either making up weird shit, who are just trying to be tough all the time and think we're here to like start fights like we're back in high school. I said this before, or middle school, like we're all out here like, ooh, don't wake us up. We're gonna fucking kick ass. Or be like Matt Gaetz, who, I mean, all his accusations aside, which are already scary, but you're a public official in some kind of a leadership role, and your best argument against public policy is to make fun of people and make fun of their appearance and put your prejudiced comments in there. And that's supposed to be funny and cool. Like this content creator was saying that Matt Gaetz was hilarious and awesome and he loved himself some big girls, but nothing wrong with a fat joke. Oh yeah, there's something wrong with a fat joke when you are in some kind of leadership and you are representing everyday citizens. Whether it's a city, a town, state, or a country, like do fucking better. If you want to make jokes, there's a whole profession called comedian. And you can feel free to do that or be a social media influencer based on comedy. That sounds like more appropriate. But please don't come out. I don't want these people coming out here and saying they represent Gen X in this way. And tell me, hey, some of y'all out there, tell me you understand what I'm saying. Like, first of all, we were never asleep, so that comment irritates me. Like, you woke up Gen X. We were never asleep. And second thing is, yes, we're known for our sarcasm and our humor, but, I mean, there's a time and a fucking place. Some things just aren't funny. just making comedy at other people's expense for whatever it is, their looks, their voice, their background, what their life choices. Sometimes it's really not, I mean, most of the time, if not all the time, it's not fucking funny. I shouldn't even say sometimes, but I understand that comedians make a living on this. So, I mean, it happens. But this can't be the way that Gen X is going to go down in history. This can't be the way that we're going to start running things and that people are going to start talking all the time is through, we're going to resolve things or we're going to figure out things through making fun of people. If we don't get our way, we're going to throw a little tantrum and make fun of people. I am so over people bitching about other generations, saying the kids today have no respect, there's so much bullying, and then you're bitching about the boomers and the older people saying that they suck, but then this is how we're going to present ourselves. I'm sorry, to me, it does not go together. I think it's high time that Gen X steps up and steps out in leadership in our country here in America because we're very underrepresented. But tell me, we're not going to be fucking represented by doing any of this shit. Look, y'all know I'm against the establishment, right? I mean, I don't think we should change who we are. I don't think we should put on a mask. I don't think we should have to adapt and change who we are or necessarily how we talk because we're not here to be liked by everybody. We're not here to be everybody's buddy. We're not here to make everybody happy. But I do think that in certain places, in certain positions, with certain leadership comes responsibility. And with that means you need to watch your fucking mouth. There's no society that has ever made true progress and moved forward by being an asshole, by making fun of people, right? Sometimes as a leader, you have to make tough decisions. Sometimes you have to be firm and put boundaries up. Sometimes you do have to be totally clear, right? And lay it down clearly for people, even if they don't like it. But making fun of people and furthering yourself at somebody else's expense to make you cool or relevant is not the fucking vibe. Gen X, I think we can do so much better. Like, we can still be as funny as we've ever been. We can still choose to not get involved in some of the world's crap, but we can still also be the leaders of the future. And we can also be the example for the younger generations. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So don't complain about anybody. And if you think that shit like that is cool, like asking for a fight is what we're here for, or we're here to make fun of people and that's cool. When you speak your mind, that means you have to be cruel or rude about it. You can speak your mind with grace, all right? Like, that's a skill. Then don't whine or complain if somebody makes fun of you or someone that you care about. And you can say, I'm Gen X, I don't care. And I know we have some of the thickest skins in the world, but come on, if you are going to sit there and tell me that you want to listen to that kind of shit constantly and that's not going to bother you, you're fucking lying. So let's talk about it. Where are my Gen Xers out there with heart and soul, who really want to do better, who want to set a positive example for our younger generations, who want to leave this world a better place, who feel like that's really our responsibility, but we can still be our sarcastic selves? Or are you truly sitting out there thinking that being an asshole is the way to go? I mean, you can just out yourself in the comments. Let me know.